So today I'll be teaching you on how to use ink and wash. So have your materials ready. Okay, so you prepare your watercolor. Okay, water container, your set of brushes. Okay, preferably you use round brushes, or if you have flat brushes you can also use those. Okay, so it's better to have a real good set of brush, but for today I'll be using a small flat brush and some round brushes. Okay, so this round brush for detailing, but you can also use round brushes, bigger ones if you need to. Okay, so basically, since our topic is all about scenic art, okay, so I have sketched a scene. So this is my drawing. Okay, so you can find different references online, but this is actually what you're going to do. So once this is done, this will become your base reference for painting. Okay, so the application that I'm going to apply might be a combination of wet and wet and wet and dry. Okay, to start first, let's try to identify the big areas. So I want to start with the sky first. So I'm gonna use I'm dipping my brushes first. So I'm gonna use a blue color. So I'll be applying blue color to the sky. So you can do different combinations of the blue color. It's better if you have pre-mixed those colors together before the actual application. Okay, make sure you don't have too much water when you apply it. Okay, so let's just spread that out. It's okay. So I wanted to make it look like it's a gloomy day. By the way, I have painted this, or I have sketched this using a watercolor pencil, so it's red. You can also use different colors if you like. Okay, so I have applied like a wet on dry application, so I'll be painting several areas again. So it's better that you pre-mix your colors. Okay, so just apply your colors, try to replicate as much of the details as you can. Okay, so at the same time here as well. So as you can see, I am technically applying it in a messy fashion. Okay, not totally thinking of what it will look at the end. And I'm not applying a secondary layer. You can always apply secondary later on. Okay, layer later on. So let's just add one more here, add one more here to meet those dark areas, those shadows. Okay, see, it's really developing nicely. So I'll add more blue, I'll mix more blue. Okay, so I'll be painting this area since this is a shaded area, so I'll be painting it with blue. some of the glasses, but you can always paint those last if you like. And then I add some violet. Since I want it dark. And I'm gonna add a little bit of red. To create that red violet effect. So let's add more water. Okay. Let's just add dark areas. I think it's going nicely, so I'll be placing colors on the windows to create those shadow effects. And lighten the color. Alright. Then pre-mix my colors again. So I'll be like coloring this area. I want it like pitch, not a pitch dark, but I want it a really strong color. Okay. Then add more white. I add more water. Just spread it around. So. Okay. So let's add those details to the door. Just a little bit of shadow there. Okay, that is actually going nicely. Okay, it doesn't look that much yet, but when it's all done, it's gonna look really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna continue painting the windows. So my application is kind of messy, okay, but after all of these is painted, okay, the actual look of the painting will come out once it's outlined, so no need to worry about those other details that you need to apply. Okay, so let's just add a little bit of blue here. Okay, let's just add a touch of blue there. Alright, so as you can see, it's going. Okay. Remember, don't overdo your painting. If you don't need to touch it, don't touch it anymore. Okay. Just want it to look like that. Okay. So that's that. I'm gonna let it dry. Then I'm gonna show you a time-lapse video on how I paint the different areas to this. Alright, so continue watching. coloring our painting. So as you can see, it's almost fully colored. Okay, so I'm just going to let it dry for a bit so that I can outline it using our black Moji sign pen. So you can use any kind of pen that you want as long as it doesn't blot. Okay, or you can also do it the traditional way. You can outline it using a black watercolor, but I do prefer using a pen because it's kind of faster when you're doing this. So when you outline it, please do make sure that everything is dry. Okay, it's not wet or anything, so that it doesn't blot. All right. Since our artwork is now done, we can now make the initial outlines. So like for example, let's just try to outline the windows. Okay, make sure everything is outlined correctly. Like so. Okay, it will pop out those colors, and if you need to add more, you can always add more when everything is outlined. Okay, so just simple outlines to your watercolor. See, it kind of pops out. Alright, so I'll be time-lapsing this video so that we can see the final outcome of this artwork. There you have it. So this is my painting of a scenic scene using ink and wash. So I'm just gonna remove the tape. Okay, let's do it gently so that it doesn't rip off our paper. So it's totally up to you, but I prefer putting my details, my ink at the end of my painting, and make sure that you have an equal balance of paint and empty spaces when you're doing this, because if it's too empty, so nothing will happen. Right, so I do hope that you understand the activity that you are going to make. So this is purely a basic activity. Okay, so here is the finished output. So I do hope that you've learned a lot from this video, and you can always add more details if you like. So let's just add a little bit more. So that's it. So I do hope that you like this video. So thank you and goodbye everyone.